Yo guys, what is going on? It is your boy Nick from Run the Foot Market, and today, boys, I wanted to make a video kind of talking with you guys about selling in the hype and the importance and significance of it all, because it is very important. And I know we have a lot of events, whether it be Player of the Month, Player of the Year, this Path to Glory selected team. I just want to talk about it all because it's important to, obviously, because you do have a lot of things going on. So if you enjoyed today's video, smash a like. It's going to be a very informative but good video that you guys need to hear me out on and understand what's going on and what you guys should be looking into doing with your stuff. So let me talk about something just in general. I've done videos on selling on the hype before. What does selling in the hype really mean? It means you're just selling your shit to someone when they're buying up. When the market's buying up, you're selling your shit. That's exactly what it means. And it's a key fundamental of the shit you guys need to learn to become better traders and safer traders rather than having the big balls that I'm an idiot with sometimes and doing. I admit it, I do it too. It's important for you guys to learn how to sell in the hype. So let's talk about examples of selling in the hype. First of all, Path to Glories yesterday went up like over, I think over, so here we go. Danielle Carvajal, right? This card yesterday, I believe, was like 30K. I mean, let me show you guys right now what this card was, and let me explain to you what a selling in the hype situation means. So, if we go and flipping, right, and we look at Carvajal, I'm gonna pull this up so you guys can see it. 46K. Okay, yesterday he was 33K, 34K, right? You may ask me, why is he up in value right now? He's up because EA came out with an announcement in Ultimate Team that said they're going to make all the players who make their final rosters for their World Cup teams into a Path to Glory selected team, which will be released, I believe they said when the cup game when the rosters are submitted. So the rosters are actually being submitted, boys, not until middle of May, and then they're finalized in June. So that's not going to be, you're looking at a timeline right now, April 3rd. It's 6 weeks away, 5 weeks at minimum, right? So obviously, if people are on the market buying these cards, you should sell. You should really sell. I mean, you should sell. There's no reason why you shouldn't sell. They're all up in value, and people are buying up. And what's going to happen, guys, is all of these cards, when we have Team of the Season, which is going to come before all that, they're all going to lose value. All these cards that are making their national teams, and people are starting to invest in and like that and buying up today, it's a bad idea. It's a big no-no for me. I think you sell. I think you get out. I think you take your money. And this would be a prime example of selling in the hype. This is the hype, man. Everybody's hyped up, right? Everybody's buying because they want to invest and they want to do something here. All right, well, sell to them. Let them take it. Let them take the loss, because here's the deal, guys. Team of the Season is going to come, right? And what's going to happen is that you're going to a lot of people this year have coins drained because of doing icon SBCs the whole year, right? So that's already something that you're looking at where that's taken off a ton of coins on the market, right? So I think Team of the Season cards are not going to be that expensive this year. But adding on to that, you look at a player like Milinkovic-Savic, who is, you know, up in the 300s as Path to Glory. I mean, his Team of the Season is going to be sick, man, but it's not going to be over 800, 700. So how high is this card really going to go? And what I'm saying to you guys is when Team of the Season drops, the focus is going to be on Team of the Season cards. It's not going to be focused on Path to Glory cards. Nobody cares about these cards at that point. Yes, people are going to be like, okay, the World Cup's coming, but when Team of the Season cards are out, people are going to be selling their whole clubs to do those upgrade packs, to do Team of the Season guarantee packs, and all that kind of stuff. So I think that that's something that you guys should keep in your minds, where if you're a dude who just bought all of these cards yesterday, I don't know how smart it is for you to hold for 5 weeks, being out of coins for 5 weeks then. I just don't know if it's really smart for you to do that. I think it's better to sell if you're making profit, get out, right? And then move on. I think that that's the way to go for you. Now, there's multiple other things we could talk about in terms of selling in the hype. And this video, I don't know what it's going to be titled. It's going to be something like selling in the hype ahead or something like that, because there's a lot of things, right? We also have these two major events, right? Which is Young Player of the Year and Player of the Year. I made a video on the potential of Salah winning it last night. And I think what happened was in conjunction with my video, there was a bunch of posts put out on Foothead. There was a post put out on Reddit yesterday, and there was 3 posts put out on Ultimate Trader Journals, which is a website where people follow a lot of traders in the community. And really what happens is that people start to buy what other people are buying. So what happened is that yesterday, I think Salah went up a lot, and I think Sterling started to rise a lot with the realization that he's potentially a Young Player of the Year winner. So Sterling's honestly not up that much. Sterling's at 88. He's got the favorite for the odds right now, the Young Player of the Year. It's a situation like this, right? Well, these SBCs are going to drop potentially in 2 weeks. We had them last year. We know what was required. It required the player who won their special card. This would be a situation where I think I would sell if this rises a lot before the event. Like for me, I'm a dude who I had some Salahs. I had some things like that. Let me check out my trade pile. So I had some Salahs, man, right? Like 300, 319. So you can see right now that Salah is up at 400K, right? I'm going to sell him probably, I mean, I have like 10. I'm going to probably sell half of them before the event actually comes out. Because what this allows me to do, especially with a guy like Salah, is I'll be able to actually take some profit. So if I'm making 80K a card, I sell 5. I've made 400K a card. And if it doesn't go right and he's not actually needed, well, then I still made my money. I still did all right, you know? But if he is needed, then the other 5 I have go crazy high to 500, and I make even more on those. But at the same time, you're playing that safe card where you sold half before, because in the case that it's not needed, he'll go flying down. I mean, I'll probably lose 50 a card, but if I made 100 a card on 5, it's not going to be so bad, and I'll still walk away a winner. That's the whole idea with selling in the hype, guys, because we don't know how this company works. We try to read them, all right? I try to teach you guys the EA book, but we don't know exactly what's going on with these dudes. And nothing's certain with these guys, right? So it's the same thing goes with Player of the Month, right? If you've got like, you know, the only thing I would hold going into Player of the Month that doesn't rise that much is like the higher rated golds. That stuff in the Prem I would hold because that stuff's usually needed. But the situations, man, where like, I don't know, like an Egyptian inform, right? Like this Egyptian inform dude, right? You should be selling this the day before, right? There's no need. Realistically, man, there's no way that they're really going to require an Egyptian inform when there's only one dude in the game who actually has one, right? So that's something that you would sell a few days before the event. And it's not stuff that I will go crazy all out risking. I don't do a lot of risking. That's why I'm making this video with you guys talking about selling in the hype. And it goes for the same thing with like the prime example right now is those path to glory selected, and it's why I wanted to talk about it because those things are going to get torched, man. Those players are going to actually drop a lot during Team of the Season as people like to sell their clubs and things like that to get coins to do packs and all of the above, man, to really do whatever they feel like doing, right? So that's the first thing I'm looking at where like I'm like, damn, like that is something right there, guys, that should be sold in the hype. That's something that you need to sell. But yeah, I mean, I say this every month, but I wanted to make a clearer video on this. The only thing, and selling in the hype, man, you're not going to sell if it's not up, right? If it's not inflated, if you're investing in something and it's not inflated, like it's not even up in value, then there's no hype, right? But the hype comes, so like, say you got this, right? Say you got this hunch that KDB is going to be needed for say you think he's going to win and for Player of the Year and they're going to require his inform, right? Well, his inform isn't even inflated, right? His inform's 400K. So if you're holding that, there's no risk factor there because it's not going to drop because not a lot of people are invested. But if you're a guy who went for some Salahs and Salah is up 100% from 200% from what you bought him at, then you should consider selling if it's up that much before the event. You're going to need a hell of a lot of people doing the actual SBC if it even comes the way you want it to make that card go even higher. And that's kind of where it comes down to me, where I draw the line. Like, in the hype, I usually take 15 to 30%. That's my cutoff marker, where if it's in that range of price rise, I usually take it. I usually like it, and I will take the money. I will usually sell 70% to 80% of my investments. Now, guys, look, on this channel, we give you guys investments and potentials to be prepared for events, to look at potentially things that could be needed. But the one thing I wanted to talk about with you guys is that realistically, man, like, this investment advice is for you guys to take. I'm not running your accounts. You guys are just like for me, man, we built a community here where we really enjoy market and trading and investing. But at the end of the day, I'm not on your account, and you guys are watching these videos because, one, they're good videos, they're helpful, but two, man, you're getting access to watch one of the best traders on the game, right? And that's really what it's all about. But when I'm telling you guys that selling, if you're holding for an event, right? If you're holding a card that you have invested in, waiting for an SBC to actually come out and require what you invested in, then that is on you, because I recommend everybody sells before the event. I always take the money, play it safe, and hey, look, the worst thing that can happen to you is that it is required and it goes up another 100K, but you at least made money, right? And it's the worst thing, but you got to sit there and think of it. And maybe you'll hit yourself on the back, and maybe you'll get mad at yourself and say, oh, I should have held, I'm such an idiot. But at the end of the day, you're playing the safe way, right? You're safe. Now, if you're a guy who has balls and it's team of the season and you don't care and you want to make some extra coins before team of the season and you really think it's going to be all this stuff, whatever it is, player of the year, player of the month, path of glory, selected, whatever it is, and you think it's going to be needed, then you can hold, and that's on you. Do your own diligence with your own decisions, right? But for me, man, I'm recommending that all of you guys take the time, selling the hype, right? Start selling a few days, a week before maybe if it's up high. And that's what I'll do, man. That's the move. So I just want to make this video for you guys today to just talk about what I would do, especially with all these crazy events coming up soon. I mean, we're also going to have, what are we going to have? I mean, we have the next thing coming up is really team of the season. Maybe you'll get a little something before that, but yeah, I mean, look, I think rolling into team of the season, you just want to roll in there with maybe some of the cheapest special cards of every kind and then have your coins ready. That's what it is. Team of the season is about having coins, being liquid. I mean, look, team of the season is going to be in 3 weeks, right? So player of the month and player of the year should come before that. So that's just something to keep your minds on, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. I was just trying to be very clear about what selling the hype means. I feel like I'm always getting questions like, hey, what does that mean? Like, what does selling in the hype mean? What does it mean? I don't know what the hype is. Where's the hype? The hype would just be, guys, when people are buying up and prices are rising. So if you guys enjoyed the video today, smash the like, subscribe if you guys are new, man. We're growing like crazy. We're about to hit 61,000 subscribers, which is mental. And I appreciate you guys, man. I'm super excited for team of the season. I hope you guys are extremely excited, and let's go, baby. Germany World Cup, right? See you guys in a video soon. Hope you